Salve, this is PTSD Manga Recap Review for Nues Exorcist, and this is for chapters 19, 20, and 21. You can see chapter 19 got a nice color page. You can see the hand reaching out. I really like this color page. I really like Nue. I think Nue's the best female character in Shonen Jump. So basically, Counterattacks against Nue is they send the Lord Fujino, the main guy, Mayoko, or whatever his name is, Moroyoki. They send this guy. He shows up, and basically he's there to take back Shiroha and put down Nue. So he shows up, Nue's like, hey man, I would have let you in. You didn't have to knock. You didn't have to do all this other stuff. And then we see when he does the summoning, he uses Rango. Now what they explain is basically there's like the eternal night, the land of eternal night, and basically where you're doing the summoning from makes it different. So the most powerful summoning is the Rango. Originally the Rango would basically cost like a life or so to like basically even summon it. So you'd have to like basically use at least the cost of the life and stuff. There's only 3 people that can even summon. So Rango is the most powerful place basically that you can summon from. And there's like basically Eternal Night, and there's different spots in Eternal Night. So we're going to go through the chapter. So this is a really good color page, and now we're going to do the voices.
You knocked a little too hard. I would have come out to greet you, even if you were gentler.
Ooh! Ha ha! And here I wondered what kind of plan they had to bring Shiroha back. If they sent him, they intend to defeat Nue's clone and walk away with Shiroha. A bold plan, but probably the wisest one. They weren't going to be able to succeed with a sneaky attack against Nue. Meaning? This is someone who can win against Nue. From the data from the time we fought Nue was shared with the Lord, so consider this opponent as someone who surpasses their assessment of that data at the very least. Rango number 11, first, second, and third restraining soul chain release! Woo! Summoning Karakulo Machiya! To think the pressure of Rango summoning would be this intense. No!
So basically, you can see it destroyed her hollow weapon, and now we go into chapter 20, which is Rango. Now the thing about Rango is only 3 people can even do the Rango summoning. So when he did the Rango summoning, the Shiragagi, it basically destroyed her hollow weapon, which is basically his plan. So now this thing is going to dissolve and destroy like everything around him. It's basically like a natural disaster. But Nue, even though her hollow weapon's been destroyed, she shows him that she will really dominate him. This is one of my favorite moments of chapters of the thing, so we're going to go through it quickly.
However, that was old news. Nowadays, there are tools like the summoning pit that can reduce the complications of summoning. Rango number 11, first, second, and third restraining soul range release. Summoning Kureno Sakamushi!
Perfect! I shall use this opportunity to show what it means to dominate. Soul Star! Star Slave!
So she uses the Star Slave. So the Star Slave hollow weapon, Star Slave 2, or whatever it's called, she uses that. So then we go into chapter 21, which is all about Nue, and it breaks the streak of the Shiroha. The Shiroha streak has been broken. So basically, he is the prisoner. Since he used the summoning, he cannot fight for basically a month. He can't fight for a month. Nue, she exhausted her power. She had like a tool that allowed her to boost the energy, because she explains how it's common, like a water pistol or like a water thing or this and that. So Gakuro is like, he's like a faucet. But Shiroha is like a water truck, so she's a really good medium. So here he's telling her all about Nue and everything like that. And then she's saying what she wants. So basically what they are is, so they're like basically the Hayo Cornerstones and the Hayo Destroyers. So the Hayo Destroyers, there's 6 of them, and they're the reason the spirits are forming. That's why the spirits are all there. They didn't know where Nue was, so they had to find where Nue was, where she was sealed. So there's 5 other spirits, the Hio of the Destroyers, that are sealed. The spirits are born from the Hayo, so as long as the Hayo exists, they will continue to be produced. Even though I said everything we're going to do a thing, okay.
Oh yeah, back then. Is there something going on at this school?
There is! This is where I've been sealed.
It's Nue.
That's right, but she's not facilitating the occurrence of spirits, she's producing them. There are 6 sealed spirit ancestors here called the Hio, the Destroyer. Spirits are born from the Hio. As long as the Hio exists, they will continue to be produced. And you, whom you're helping, is one of those Hio. Yeah, he's just like the old me, just made basically true to reality. You should remove yourself from this. I can tell from the look on your face you have good intentions in helping Nue. But that itself is a different matter from... What?
Yep, everything you said is pretty much correct. Well then, let's talk about my goal. What about me? What about Nue? What does Nue want? What's Nue? Why is Nue helping? Why is Nue giving Gakuro this power?
You can see in his eyes. So this is basically where Gakuro becomes the main character, because Nue can't really do much for a while either. She's unable to fight, so hollow weapons are destroyed. So this is where Gakuro becomes the main character, Nues Exorcist. So they explain everything and this and that. So Nue is going to reveal what she wanted, but I'm thinking if the Fujino family approached Nue in a more respectful manner, it probably would have helped them. But now Nue had to exhaust a lot of her power to fight them. So yeah, Nues Exorcist I think is really starting to heat up. I think it's the best thing that is in Shonen Jump right now. Even though YouTube keeps taking views, I know a lot of people are viewing this. I'm not going to stop. I don't care. Attractive, charismatic females are what fantasy is all about, whether it's manga or anime. But they're trying to prevent you from even having a fantasy of them. But whenever I do this stuff's like always happening. You have no idea. Like my computer went out like the other day. The thing went to fail. So my UPS went out. I got a new UPS today already, so I'm going to have to hook it up. So hopefully it's just that it went, because they only last a certain amount of years. I got the doctor tomorrow on Columbus Day. It's like always something happened. I had a wake, I had a funeral, had all this other stuff. So it's like everything's always working against me when it comes to Nues Exorcist. But, you know, this was a really nice color page. I really like this color page. And you can kind of see. Now let's see. Is this? No, this is the wrong one. Where is the, here it is. See, this is where they explain it. There are 4 classes of Shigami, each separated into their own realm. So Eternal Night is right there. So you have Eternal Night. And then the Rengo is from the Festering Container. It's the most powerful. Senbo is the Torture Chamber. Enbyo is the Sunken Mausoleum. Miro is a Dark Domain. So the closer to the center, the higher the class and the greater the compensation required for summoning. So Rengo, the deep center of the Eternal Night world, has housed as Shigami. Almost all exorcists who are granted Rengo Shigami end their lives having never summoned the Shigami. It is a summoning that cannot be paid with the price of just 1 life. So it's really expensive to make the thing, the summoning pin and stuff. But now that he used the summoning pin to do the summoning, he cannot do anything. He can't fight for a month. So in the real center, that is Rengo. That is the Festering Container. Then outside right there, that's Senbo. That's the Torture Chamber. Then this is the Sunken Mausoleum at the outer level. And this is Dark Domain. So Miro, Enbyo, Rengo, Senbo in Eternal Night. So it's almost like something out of Raven Dusk, like Raven Dusk or whatever, or Raven, you know what I mean? Like Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, I would say Nues Exorcist is doing pretty good. The color page means this is probably getting at least 33 chapters. It would really be cool if it got like an anime, because I think some of the battles would be really cool. Nue's legs look a little bit like thin, but I think it's supposed to be like she's got tiger legs. So I think that's kind of why they do Nue like that. Like her legs are supposed to be like a tiger or something, or tigress or something. Because like a Nue is basically like a mixture of a thing. It's like a Nue has a chimera head. The Nue is a chimera basically. It's got a monkey head, a raccoon dog body, tiger legs, snake tail, and it can turn into a black cloud. So that's probably what Nue is based on. And I think Moroyoki Fujino, he might be based on the samurai that slays it in like the Japanese mythos. It's like a black cloud and he shoots an arrow into it. It causes misfortune and stuff like that. So why Nue is willing to help them, I don't know. And I wonder, now is Kyokotsu just the random spirits, and there must be spirits that can help them too, and then there's like more, or is he one of those spirits? Like is he one of the Hyos, the destroyers? So it's very interesting. So the next few chapters, start giving a lot more information. This is a lot of battle, but now Gakuro is going to take over as the main character. So I really appreciate everyone that's watched this far. Thanks and take care. Nues Exorcist.